Okay, we are live. All right. All right. We are live. We'll see how long it takes for the others to come in. Shouldn't be too long. What's some good motivation today? Hmm. Oh, hello.
Hello.
God damn it! It really annoys me that Discord no longer makes that popping noise when you guys join. If I'm not paying attention, literally it will like be completely silent. I've got my coffee cup going. Fresh cup. Just ate a pizza and a half. Which means I'm gonna have to work out after this. And otherwise, today's a good day. What are you up to?
Just sitting here with my cat waiting for the session to start.
Poor cat. Wait, is that supposed to be a euphemism for something? Because you're underage and we
No,
can't go into that.
it's literally my cat Sugar. I could send a picture if you needed it. She's a cat.
Well, I guess that answers what the picture would be of.
Yeah, a gray tabby cat that's a little on the chunky side, but I still love her.
And just as a piece of advice, remember that when your partner grows older, that exact terminology. That's my best advice to you. The other advice is if you're going to date men, and that's who you plan to settle on for your future partner, my biggest piece of advice, remember, men are stupid. We don't think very well. Just learn that lesson now and
I
save yourself the trouble.
yeah, I don't know. I've met some stupid women too, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but women have much higher EQ. Um, and men don't, so that's why we don't pick up on hints as often. Unless you're gay,
Mm.
which then you're more effeminate, so you tend to pay attention more to people's emotions and shit. But yeah, I mean, I say this as a generalization from my experience in psychology. Most men are idiots because we have a low EQ. We're much more analytical in our thinking. So, if you want something done or you want something from them, just say it. Save yourself the trouble.
Just be blunt.
Uh huh. It's better to be the asshole for 2 minutes than an asshole for a year. That's the advice I've
Wise
learned.
words.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And don't be like your local dungeon master.
I don't know if I have a dungeon master around that's local.
Mm. I'm referencing myself, but sure, let's go with that. Hi, Fel.
You're on the other side of the country.
Yeah, actually, technically, I am. Although, as of recent, it hasn't felt like it with the cold weather we've been getting.
We finally got some warm because we got a bunch of snow and it's finally melting here.
Snow is good for insulation, alright? And I like snow, because I'm on the heavier side. It's the best time of year because then all the skinny bastards all freeze, and I feel better about it. Meanwhile, I'm walking out there with my chunky thighs, and I'm happy.
Hi, Fel, welcome.
Hi.
They're just sitting there quietly as we just talk.
I think the cold weather is great. I love snow.
Yeah, I
I wish
prefer
we
it to
got it.
hot weather.
Well, if you want hot weather, move to Florida.
It's so hot here.
I don't want to move to Florida. It's where all the old people are moving to die, and it's also hot. And there's also hurricanes.
No. Maya, you have this wrong. Florida has many great things, like Girls Gone Wild. Except
Ugh.
now it's Girls Gone Saggy.
Actually, there are less old
I
people in Florida nowadays due to the fact of the high prices on housing.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, if I moved to Florida, I'd be a Florida man. I don't want to be a Florida man.
You already are a Florida man.
The Michigan
No,
man.
I haven't tried to rob a Wendy's with a squirrel yet, thank you.
No, but you did try and...
Be the first. Be the first in Michigan, Cameron. Start a record.
You worked in a
Be the
Walmart.
Florida man.
You worked in a Walmart with a clubfoot. I think that's close enough.
No. I worked at a Walmart where I got bullied. So
You got bullied in a Walmart? That's even sadder, friend.
by the managers.
That's really sad. Learn to stand up for yourself.
Yeah, no, I needed the job. If I would have stood up for myself at that time, it would have meant lost job and no money in the middle of winter in
yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah, but you would have had your
During Arctic.
pride.
I would sacrifice my pride for my family any day. I couldn't do it if it was just me relying on that money. I
If you're a
would've.
lion, your pride is your family.
There you go.
Think about that.
She got that from
Maya.
Game of Thrones.
No,
Maya.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Hmm
I said if
can
you're a
actually confirm this.
lion. Does Game of Thrones have lions?
It does. It has an entire song
I
dedicated to
didn't-
it. It's
I
called the.
didn't know that.
Go listen to the Reigns of Castamere.
Okay.
I'm gonna completely traumatize Zaya.
I've been traumatized a lot.
Yeah, probably worse since you joined.
What's the song called again? Reigns of what?
Here. Oops.
I might pop out in and out today though, cause nephew is being a bit of a handful.
Okay.
That's. Moving on.
Don't.
Did I?
Look at
I
the
can.
message.
I'm happy to. I'm half stoned, and that's probably why I just ate a Domino's pizza and a half.
That's
Because no, there's no other reason you should ever eat Domino's, kids.
oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. School.
That's.
That's school pizza.
Cool. Yeah,
No,
every Friday.
I preferred school pizza. All right, it was so greasy you had to take a napkin to it.
No, we get Little Caesars, but
Ew.
it's not good.
So
Yeah,
it-
every Friday the school does that, so I skip lunches on Friday.
It used to be Domino's.
See,
Domino's
what
had
the
those
fuck?
cheaper deals where they could walk out with so many more.
What happened to like microwave pizzas like that the lunch lady makes in the back that they order
Oh,
in
those
bulk?
were special, and those ones were actually good at our school.
What the fuck?
Nowadays, when they have like homemade pizza, quote unquote, it's like a hexagon, and it's instead of pepperoni, it's got like spicy sausage on it. It's not even like a pizza. I don't even know what it is.
What? Okay, Dolkin, please,
That's
please
not-
side with
that's
me
bad.
on this. Tell me that you didn't have this kind of shit in school, did you?
Are you talking like college or like high school?
High school. No, I mean college. You pick
Fuck,
your
I don't
meal.
remember. I don't remember what kind of food I ate in high school.
I mean, I only
Dude,
remember
things
because
he
of the.
just ate.
I only remember because of the traumatization of some of the food.
I had a whole fly baked into the bottom of a pizza one year when I was in middle school. A whole
That's what we're
fly
looking
just
for.
right there.
That's
No,
usually
yeah,
just
that's
brought
one
my
of the
own
many
food.
reasons.
yeah, same. I stole food. I honestly stole food from the other kids when they're outside my
Yeah,
lunch.
you're that kid that you're the reason why I started mixing my chocolate milk into yogurt.
That wouldn't bother me.
What?
When-
No, but it bothered everybody else.
When you're trying to
I
keep
mix-
weight for wrestling, you eat whatever you have to.
Yeah, except I was that kid that would have gotten my chocolate milk stolen a lot. That's why I started doing
Who
that.
steals
I
chocolate
literally
milk?
poured-
Ew.
Kids in our kids in my school.
Ew.
Yeah.
Like the milk at the school was so bad. I hated the
Well,
taste of it.
I guess the people don't steal so much as they just ask for it. Although I do know some kids that'll just like take food off the tray of their friends,
Yeah.
but no one cares.
Oh no. It was worse, Maya, when.
Back in
Before
your
you-
day, you old man. not in
Cameron's
my
not even the-
day.
Hey, 7 years ago, I was in school.
Cameron graduated from high school the same year
I
would have graduated high school the same year I finished. I think I finished up at the Art Institute.
Nope. I
Now
got
there's
my
an old-
GED last year.
You got a GED? You failure.
Fuck off. GEDs are harder to get than.
Yeah, they are, and they're worthless.
Still the equivalent.
No,
Plain biased.
not by most employers actually. In fact, most employers look at a GED and it just shows that you quit. That's all that they see. It's actually, in fact, better to go to spend an extra year at community college, just finishing up your high school credits, and get your actual diploma without walking, than it is to get a GED, especially in today's market.
If it comes down to it, I won't need to now, but I can.
Fair enough. By the way, Phil, there's an interesting question. You graduated from high school, right?
Yeah.
The reluctance in that. All right.
Sad
We won't go into that. I guess then we'll skip that
Are you
subject.
okay,
I hate
Fel?
high school.
That makes
Are you
High
sense.
school
okay,
was the
Fel?
worst.
Oh.
Fel, do you
Fel,
need
the
a virtual
flashbacks-
hug?
The flashbacks of high school are getting to us all, Phil. Don't worry.
I don't know what the.
This is
It's like,
present day for me. I
Yeah.
have to go tomorrow.
I don't know what you.
this is
Yeah.
like,
Unless there's more snow. Or unless
What
the
were you going
virus
to
takes
ask?
over.
Oh, I was just generally gonna ask your opinion on the whole food thing.
I never ate lunch at school.
There we go. Okay, fair enough.
smart one.
Well, yeah, 'cause
I had
Phil,
to stop eating lunch at school.
if I
when
remember
was
right,
in high school.
Phil, what? You're close to Cameron's age, 'cause you're close to 21, aren't you?
I'm 19.
19. Okay. Wow.
God, they're younger than me. Now I feel old.
Cameron, you are literally the right behind Robert, 'cause you're older than Wolf and Fuka, I think. Well, I know you're older than Wolf.
Wolf?
Yeah,
Is
Wolf's the baby of the group. Honestly, Wolf is in Grim Legacy, Wolf is the youngest of the group.
Wait, Wolf
How?
is younger than freaking Tren?
No, we don't count Tren in that case because Tren rage quits. But no, yeah, Wolf I think Wolf is. I know he's 21. I think he's got 6 months behind you, Cameron, roughly, or maybe a couple months. I can't remember what it was.
Jeez, Cameron, you're
I was
old.
born in April
No.
21st, so.
Because Cameron doesn't hit the
my
top
birthday's
3.
coming up.
Dolkin's the oldest. I come up second, and then I think next up is Robert, who plays Kilxius. He's 23 or 24, because he's 2 or 3 years behind
Yeah.
me.
He's a bit older than. I know he's about 2 years older than me.
He's also married, got his own house, and a full on
well
career.
life.
Don't start that. That just makes me feel sick to my stomach.
What, being married?
I
I
mean, I
mean,
like-
yeah, the modern concept of marriage is kind of ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie.
No, not that. Already having his life together kind of thing. Owning a house and whatnot.
Actually knowing what he's doing in life. Cue existential crisis.
I mean, hey, some of us are quicker to realize that than others. That's how it goes, man.
Oh, yeah, except I thought I had things figured out at one point.
Yeah, word of advice: never think that.
And then Universe was like, hey, guess what? Bitch slap.
Well, you deal with what you get. You
You
make the best of
crit
your hand.
Failed on your deck save, Cameron.
I think-
Screw that. That was a Dex Con Whiz.
I would've said it was an
and I
int
failed
save.
all of them.
I would have said it was intelligence.
That
Intelligence
is
is
a
when I
save
ran.
for all 6 stats in a row. That's like a Trask trying
Hey.
to eat you while you're dipped in acid on fire. Oh,
You know,
and
that
being
gives
charmed.
me a good idea for a new trap.
I volunteered I volunteered the immortal elf to
Hey,
go.
Hey,
that
Dolkin.
Jaw, it's a Trask trap. It looks like a Trask's mouth, and it dips you in acid as it bites you. There we go.
Dolkin,
It's
I mean,
fleshed out.
you wanted to die. We've got a trap idea for you.
Vulcan, please don't. You're the tank.
Well, he'd be even more tanky if he still had his full Forge Cleric stuff going on.
Yeah.
Nope, he broke him.
Oh, well, so's the rest of Rejected
Poor
Potential.
Dolkin.
I mean, if I was allowed to import my level 20 from a different thing, I would gladly do that just for 10 seconds, because Oaths of Ancients gets overpowered once you hit level 20.
Mm-hmm. But the likelihood of you actually hitting level 20 without dying in a campaign of mine is very rare.
Yeah, Torin was lucky.
No, Torin died. He didn't hit level 20. None of the party did. You guys were level 15 by the time you died.
Wah, wah,
Oh yeah, you
wah.
just had us met
Yep. Yep.
and level after the thing.
Mm-hmm. So. Oh, man. Well, since everyone's here, and I don't feel like listening to Cameron whine too much today, let's go ahead and get
I'll
started.
stop whining. I'll go play Pokemon Sword.
Well, that's just sad and shameful. Alright.
No, it's not. I got to try it out.
Gonna
with my friend.
massacre a bunch of Wooloo for a shiny Wooloo.
No, I'm not that stupid. I'm gonna go for the golden Magikarp.
Hey,
My
no lie,
God.
Golden Magikarp, that's the ultimate trophy. Getting it to level 100
That
without
takes real
ever evolving it.
Determination. Real determination. Get
That's
this Wooloo shit out of here. Bring me back the golden boy.
Yep, Golden Magikarp, level 100. Alright.
And if you ever evolve it, you have to make sure you Mega Evolve it afterwards. That way you can say you truly have an angry shrimp.
Alright, so Ven's gonna die. Alright, so last time we left off,
But
the
Mega Gyarados is a shrimp, and it looks like an angry shrimp when it's bred.
I would go double check that to make sure that's correct. So yes, last time we left off, the party managed to get poor Zaya out of her predicament. In which case they did. Then followed by a little bit of shopping, meeting her grandfather, her schoolgirl crush, and Dolkin's uncle. Dolkin's uncle, of course, being Zaya's schoolgirl crush. We all know that's the truth here.
False.
Them big hairy dwarves, you know, she's totally for it, as she refused to allow everyone to think that Dolkin was her husband. So yes, last time with that going on, they found out the plans to retake the mainland. The group seems to have headed off towards that way, inviting the rejected potential to join them to retrieve a crown and a stone. During this time period, while they waited for the next boat to come over, they decided to spend some time shopping, in which Ven smartly avoided the cursed item shop. Zaya bought some items that were very interesting, a necklace and a ring with the shape of a purple skull and a cross in front of it. That she did not decide to put on. Dolkin got shut down hard in the realization that not only is he engaged, but he also is wearing the engagement ring of the House of Silversong. And after that, they decided to do some shopping after explaining to Venzorwin that hanging out in a blacksmith is not an ideal place to be. After heading to the beach, where Zaya would begin practicing her instrument, Ven and E2 would soak up some sun, and Dolkin would begin to work on his magnificent stone castle, practicing his domain
now
smith.
imagine Venzorwin in boxer shorts.
You.
I mean, I'm more worried about the dog sitting on him, and the bestiality comments. After a few minutes of digging up the castle, Dolkin would find a orange rock that seemed to move and look about. As he called Zaya over, the thing would begin to split the sand as sharp pointed rocks started coming out of the sand and trying to envelop poor Dolkin. Why did I almost call you Duncan? I've been playing too much Dragon Age.
Donut.
No, I'm thinking of Dragon Age, which in that case would be very sad for poor Dolkin if that's his fate. So yes, as we left off, the party was about to roll initiative as they were being attacked by what looked to be a Maw Demon. As the party did, though, however, unfortunate, the same realization as the first creature started to pop up and go for Dolkin, Zaya would be able to see right behind Dolkin. Another one, or the sand seemed to split right behind him as well, whereas another creature would start to erupt from the sand, as well as four more coming out of the sand itself, for a total of 6 Maw Demons now surrounding the party.
God.
And thus we begin with everyone rolling initiative.
Ooh. Okay.
What'd you get?
Not nat.
What'd you get?
20, not natural.
Cool. Well, it wouldn't matter if it was or wasn't. Alright.
Well, I like to think natural means I have some sort of luck.
So with a lot of women, unfortunately, it seems to be the opposite when it comes to gold dicking. Alright. 14 for Ven. Dolkin?
A 0.
Wow, impressive, my friend. Do you have a... Oh, yeah, that's right. You have a -1.
Wait, Dolkin,
And
really?
E2, what did you get? E2?
Oh,
Oh, she's typing. My internet keeps cutting
no.
out.
Don't die at us.
Connect? That explains why her mic only goes off every few seconds. Oh no, you may not have the dog to help you.
We need the rogue to sneaky stab.
I'll give her a
They
second.
need to be here.
I'm trying.
Oh, there you are. Welcome back. Maybe.
Uh, I think my internet's okay now. I
All right.
hope.
Well, welcome back. Okay, so
Submitted into submission.
there you go. E2, roll for initiative.
All right.
Internet works faster, by the way, people, if you close half your tabs. Okay.
I just did that.
Yeah, and magically it works. Alright, with Zaya up at the top, you're up first as these Maw Demons have now started to surround Dolkin completely. And there's one between you and him, while he has 4 more behind him.
Okay.
5 more.
They're all within 5 feet of him.
Oh, yes, easily.
Uh, hmm. Hmm. It. Take. If I were to cast Call Lightning, could I put it far enough back that it only hit the 4 Maw Demons but not Dulkin?
Theoretically, it depends on the range.
It's 120 feet for the spell.
Then, yes, if you put back 120 feet from Dolkin, then it should theoretically hit them.
Okay. So let's see.
And that's a save on their part.
Yeah, choose a point you can see under the cloud. Bolt lightning flash out. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw. 3d10 on a failed save, half as much as a successful one.
Well, that's a 9. That is. Give me a moment. A 0. Okay, Dulkin's not the only one who can roll zeros today. That is an 8, 7. Okay, so none of them scored above a 10.
The dex save is 15, so
All right, roll damage.
let me get my damage dice. Okay. Let's see. If you are outdoors, oh, there's another 1d10. Okay, hang on.
Dulkin, you're not even gonna have to
20,
move.
20 points of damage.
Didn't plan on it.
Fair enough. All right, let me update that. All right. As the lightning, or as the storm cloud just suddenly, oh wow, that would have been bad. Up the health to 313. That would have been terrifying. As the storm cloud just kind of erupts far behind you, you can hear the shock of lightning striking out at these Maw Demons as they squeal in pain. Black ichor flying from their bodies as their charred limbs start to move. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You don't manage to kill any, but you've hurt them pretty bad.
Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration on Dulkin. So 1d8, yep.
Probably a good idea, because Dulkin is about to
Yeah,
feel
and
some
when
hurt.
you use it, Dulkin, by the way, you get 10 temporary hit points. So you might want to use it just to make sure you don't die.
Alright.
Alright,
Pass my turn.
okay. And so as the first Maw Demon in between the two of you kind of stands up, the only one that wasn't hurt in the whole attack, it starts to erupt from the sand and tries to bite Dulkin's hand. And manages to stab itself with its own teeth, magically biting into itself, dealing... Oh, God. Okay. Give me a moment. That is... Okay. So as it basically manages to bite its own mouth, causing itself to explode black ichor out of its mouth, dealing 10 points of damage. Somehow... That's a new one to me. Okay. As the next Maw Demon standing right behind Dulkin takes advantage of the situation, as its comrade fails to do anything, it takes another chomp at Dulkin's rear end and does a 18 hit Dulkin.
No.
As the thing manages to smash its teeth against your strong armor, basically cracking into the teeth. Lucky. Okay. I thought this would be a bit more challenging today. As you guys are kind of standing around watching this whole thing erupt, as the clouds kind of come in and flow in, you notice Ven and E2 as you're watching this whole thing kind of erupt. 2 creatures seem to kind of move their way from the forest, coming up behind Dulkin without his notice. These creatures seem to be of a very strange look overall, with a very long torso kind of floating in this like black mist as their hands slash claws come to kind of a solidified form with long demonic horns, massive teeth, and torn apart wings. The creature comes straight for Dolkin's back.
Can
Guess your charismatic nature doesn't work on monsters, Dolkin.
There's nothing you can do your turn. It's just the fact that you guys happen to notice these creatures as they're coming up behind him,
Oh man.
and they're using. But you do. Oh, say that again.
If we're within 30 feet of him, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna use Rhyme on the one that's attacking.
Well, there's two of them.
I'm using it on the one that's attacking him now.
And what
So
was
I have
that? Disadvantage.
Disadvantage on their attack, and their next strength, dexterity, constitution saving throw will be rolled at disadvantage.
Okay.
No effect on creatures resistant to resistance or immunity.
Okay. The creature seems to use the clouds that have been created from Zaya's storm to move out through the rough darkness that has been bestowed upon the ground, and comes up right behind Ilkin, and well, that's a 17 to hit.
Negative.
As the Dolkin, you just feel like something thud against your back, not bothering you in the slightest. God damn it, Forge Cleric. Alright, Ben, you're up. Jesus fucking
He sneezes
Christ.
the enemies away. Critical hit. They all die.
I cast Huge Gust. I blow them all away back to the sea.
God damn, I had your mic turned up. That was a bad idea. Okay, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna just guiding bolt the one that just tried to attack Dolkin.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Or. Apologies.
That is
Try not to burp.
Yes. I just gotta get that. Okay.
Everyone wants to guiding bolt the creatures.
Four. I am useless.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, that seems to bounce right past the creature, skidding into the ground and vanishing.
Well, I'm not gonna move. I know they're within 60 feet, so you know what? I'll try this one more time with something different.
Okay.
Ignore that in the background, please. I'll use the second level.
Someone's screaming no and is worried.
Actually, no. That's good, but bad. Well, you know what? I'm gonna not move and use another action to use Ice Storm Center just far enough behind Dolkin by 10 feet by 20 feet to hit both of the creatures.
Okay.
So Ice Storm level 20. Not level 12 deck save.
Dex save? Okay.
Disadvantage for the one that just hit Dolkin.
I know. Oh my god. Dice. This is the same dice last night that caused me more issues. Okay. So none of them scored above a 10 again. I need my new dice. Go ahead and roll damage. Goddamn dice. Where's my player killer dice when I need it? Where's the dice that almost killed Dolkin last time?
There you go.
What was it? Okay.
It's in the chat.
22 points of damage. Alright. Managing to...
First 9 is bludgeoning, the other half is... The rest is cold.
Alright. Got it. The majority of the Maw Demons behind you, Dolkin, before you even get a chance to look and notice that they're there, seem to collapse from the freezing cold and ice shards that shoot out at the creatures, spearing them through as more black ichor just explodes onto your back. And that sounded bad. Alright.
That is what you get.
Moving on, E2, you're up. What would you like to do? There's only one Maw Demon left that you can see, and what looks to be one of those creatures, or that one demonic shadow creature.
Gonna shoot at them with my bow.
Okay.
I probably won't do very much damage as you guys did with your magic.
Sneak attack.
All right.
Stab the ankles. Bite them.
She's a dog shooting a bow. I think you can't ask for much more. All right. Oh, out.
Ankle
Wait.
bite.
That's like telling Scooby-Doo to shoot a gun. He'll do it, but it'll have some difficulty.
Fel, you got to roll D20 to hit first.
Oh, alright.
D6.
That's No worries. For your short
Oh
bow,
my gosh,
it's
I'm
D20.
having a rough day today.
It's RD20 plus 6 to hit.
Alright.
Wow. Please roll again.
Just take it what it
No,
is.
no, go ahead, roll again.
Take his
No,
mercy.
just-
Take his pity.
I don't need
Ew.
it.
We
No,
need it.
it's
we
not-
need it.
It's not pity. Roll again. There's a rule of natural ones in this house. Okay, so you managed to shoot the bow, arrow flying off, and managing to swoop just past Dulkin's shoulder, avoiding actually spiking him at all at this point. As the arrow flies off and thuds into the ground somewhere in the distance, you hear the bow kind of crackle as the arrow is released, as if the wood itself is kind of starting to shred and break. And alright, did you want to do anything else?
Did I even hit anything?
You hit a tree, you think?
Can I try to shoot him again?
Yes, roll D20 plus 6. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Roll again to see if you can confirm. Let's see if you kill a creature. From a complete miss to a crit. Wow, Dicey really...
Wait, did she roll that right?
Yeah, that's an RD20. Oh, no, okay, I see. Alright, doesn't matter.
No.
Alright,
ah,
The parentheses weren't
I
there.
I didn't see the D.
My
Yeah,
bad.
I didn't see the D. There we go. That comes out
It's
wrong.
just
Please
22
don't
again.
clip that. All right. As you manage to take an arrow and fire it out, are you firing at the shadow creature or the little demon that's trying to bite poor Dulkin's hand?
Probably the shadow creature. It seems more dangerous.
All right. Roll damage then. That is 1d6 plus 3.
Go
Alright, I
Archer
got this.
Doggo.
/ RD6 plus 3. There we go. All right. As you manage to spike the thing, the arrow kind of smacks into it, and you hear a thud of what sounds like an arrow piercing flesh. But just the same, the creature seems completely unfazed as the arrow then kind of fades through it.
That's weird.
Yeah. All right. And up next is Dulkin.
So there's a demon in front of me and a person behind me.
There's a demon behind you and a maw demon in front of you.
Right, I'll hit the one in front of me with my hammer.
Okay.
It's a 1d8
Whack.
for your thing.
All right. Let me roll.
Wait, no. It's a d8 for the inspiration, right?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, 1d8, and then you use it, you get 10 temporary hit points.
Oh,
So it's a 19 to hit.
I just forgot Dulkin still has something very dangerous on him. 19 hits, yes.
And then it does... What is this? 15 damage, with 2 of that being fire damage.
Okay, as you kind of smash down with your hammer, slamming into the creature, you can feel its skeletal structure kind of collapse and shatter underneath your hammer as black ichor explodes onto your face. The creature collapses and stops moving.
And then you have a rule where I can use my movement to do an action.
Yes, if you don't use your movement, then you can use an action.
All right, then I'm going to turn to face the other one and use that action to do a dodge.
Okay. And dodge is 5 feet, right?
No, dodge is just...
Oh, you're just
I
gonna move.
have-
Okay.
No. They have disadvantage on all attacks until
Ah.
my next turn.
Thank you. Been a while since I've been a player, if you couldn't tell. All right. Next up then is Zaya. You're up.
Yay. Okay, so
The only creature left is the Shadow Demon that is now technically in front of Dolkin.
Smite.
yeah. And if I okay. Can I still do the lightning where it's far enough back that it'll hit the demon thing and not Dulkin, right?
You believe so?
Okay. Then I guess I'll call down lightning behind it, and I need another deck save.
Okay. Well, that's a 5. So, yeah.
This is fun.
Mm.
Okay.
Little beach adventure. It's like an OP. That's what they call them, I think.
Okay, hang on. Okay.
As she starts thinking
Oh.
of math. Yes?
No, sorry. I had to roll one of my D10s twice because I only have 3, but it's 4. That's 28 points of damage.
As the creature just starts to electrocute and kind of stutter right in front of you, Dolkin, it's starting to look like it's getting fried pretty hard.
Okay, and then I want to sacrifice my movement to do a cantrip
Okay.
card throw, and I'm gonna create 2 cards and throw it at it. So this is just a ranged attack.
All right. Go ahead and make a ranged
Okay.
attack.
That is 16 to hit.
That
for the first
hits.
one. Okay, 16 to hit, and then that's an 18 to hit.
That also hits.
Now I gotta roll 1d. Where's my 1d6? Ah! I haven't used a spell yet. Okay, so I got Violet, and I got Violet, which means it's gonna take 2d4 psychic damage and must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or become blinded. They're both Violet, so I guess I need
2 con.
con saves.
How's a
Yeah,
2
I'll roll
and a
damage.
4 sound for a con save?
No.
Buying new dice.
I think
Okay,
it
let me
sounds
roll
very
that damage.
blind.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's double blinded. Let me
Alright.
roll that damage.
Some might even say it's super blind.
5 plus my spellcasting ability. 9 points of damage from the 2 cards.
Okay.
I
Alright.
blinded it.
The creature looks rather beat up overall. However, its eyesight seems fine as you realize it has no actual irises.
Gosh darn it. Well, I still hit it with magical cards.
That you did. Alright.
Alright.
Hell of a card trick.
The creature's going to take a try and swipe at Dolkin and okay, I need a new dice. Where's my other d20? Give me a moment. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright. So as the creature tries to swipe at Dolkin, seeing Dolkin's holy symbol, the creature kind of slashes at it. As its hand kind of grabs or manages to rake across it, starts to erupt with a bright light coloring. Almost so luminescent that it blinds you slightly, Dolkin, as the creature just erupts and vanishes.
Did it just crit fail?
Yes.
I did it.
Yes, I did crit fair.
Yay.
4 times today. Fuck these dice.
Yes. Keep using those dice.
Oh no, I've got my other one now. I just went and grabbed my dangerous dice. All right. So as the creature drops,
Punishment corner.
the attack is over. Congratulations that you
Yay.
survived.
First thing I'm gonna say is I'm gonna look at
I'll
the records, I'm gonna
disperse.
drag the demons back to the pastor at the church.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll disperse the clouds. Like wave them away.
As you try to,
Now
they
that we're
don't
done.
seem to disperse. You also notice that a blue lightning is starting to shoot out of the clouds that seems to freeze wherever it touches the ground.
That's
go.
not right.
Before we end up doing some
I
more
suggest
damage here.
we leave the beach.
As you see
I'm
people are
leaving.
screaming and running away.
Ben's gonna go and grab closest Maw Demon and start dragging it away.
The burnt, frozen Maw Demon corpse.
As you grab one of the Maw Demons and start to pull it, the thing you manage to start to kind of get a good grip on it, on one of the eye sockets. And as you start to pull, it rips clean off as more black ichor splashes Dolkin in the back.
Oh, no.
Hey, let's go grab one of them that's actually intact.
All right.
I'll just grab the one I hit with my hammer.
That's
I
the
didn't
one I
get
grabbed.
roasted by everything.
That is the one that
Oh.
Ben just tore the eye socket off of.
Ben's gonna just
What
drop it,
part
walk
did
over
we
to the
need
other
from
ones,
the Maw
and
Demon?
We need the whole
What-
Maw Demon. We just need the Maw Demon. He just wanted the Maw Demon. Really should have just decided to bring one into alive to him and have him deal with it.
Does anyone have Mage Hand? Just carry it?
That can only lift up something 10 pounds.
10 pounds of Maw Demon.
All right. So what's the plan here? As you
I'm gonna go over to one of the other Maw Demons that is frozen and try and just carry it as an ice cube.
go to look for another one, you realize none of the other ones are actually frozen solid or anything of that sort. As suddenly a baby cries as a mother runs away from the lightning storm that is shooting out ice. My realistic soundboard, guys.
You're welcome.
Compliments to Van Zorwin.
Good job, Ed Shield.
All right. So as you take more
I'm-
time to deal with figuring out how to pick up a Maw Demon than
I'm
you do actually
Leaving
fighting
the
it.
beach.
I'm just gonna try dragging 2 of the corpses. If I get 2 halves, then that's a whole lot.
He only needed the Maw Demon to get rid of Zulkin's ugly scar. I'm not that worried about it. I'm leaving the ice lightning
We
storm.
can sell them.
As another shard, Dolkin, give me a dex save.
Zulkin, no.
That's a 0.
Congratulations, Dolkin is struck by lightning, taking 10 points of ice damage, and is frozen solid.
Oh
He is
my
now
gosh.
a very large ice cube.
Now I have 2 things to carry.
Now we have to thaw him somehow.
No. We just drag him and I'll drag. You 2 take him. I'll take them 2 halves of Maw Demon I got.
Dolkin, you feel
Can I-
cold in all the wrong places.
DM, can I dispel magic on the ice lightning?
Yeah, you
Storm?
can. You can use a spell slot for it.
Cast- Yeah, cast dispel magic.
As you do
Uh,
so,
this-
yes.
Yep.
Oh.
I was gonna say the call lightning spell's level 3, so it'll instantly dispel it if it works.
As the storm dissipates, Dolkin is still a giant ice cube. Dolkin, you look like a Pokemon Stadium 1 frozen character.
Perfect.
You're welcome. You are now an ice sculpture.
They're not even in the good graphics.
As one of the merchants comes walking down from the square and looks at this, a dwarven ice statue. That is exactly what I need for my shop.
No,
I-
sorry.
I will give you 40 gold pieces for it.
Sorry, we need him
make it
alive for.
All right, you've got a deal. He hands you 200 and pulls out
Then
his bag
I
of
will
holding.
Stack smell. I'll sell Ven for 1,000. I'll sell Ven for 1 copper piece.
I'm not interested. As
you.
he goes and pulls out this massive bag of holding and goes up to Dolkin
No.
and starts
I
to.
hand him back the gold and I'm like,
a
I
quick
can't
side
take
note.
this.
Yes, Dolkin.
Would my warhammer that does, is imbued with fire damage, would that be doing anything to the
Oh,
ice?
it's slightly melting the ice.
Okay.
So it's just very slow as you're kind of
I'm
stuck.
gonna immediately try something stupid.
The man starts to pull the bag of holding down over Dolkin's ice statue.
Oh no, sir.
I've already
Like,
paid
I
him.
can't take this.
My
I
friend
hate-
was just being stupid. He's not even my friend. My colleague was being stupid and joking around. We need him alive and with us.
Well, that's unfortunate. You shouldn't have taken my gold as he pulls the bag down
I
all the
hand
way.
it back.
Can I try to cut? No, I can't.
Then,
cut
as
that.
you
Can I
hand
try
him
to
the gold, he looks at
pull
you and
the
says,
bag?
and shakes his hand and refuses it as he takes the bag. Dolkin, you are now in a bag of holding with ice, for starting to thaw.
Oh my gosh, are we gonna have to try to fight a merchant?
I'm gonna quickly and hilariously make it look like using thaumaturgy to make it look like a Maw Demon's at his feet and tell him, don't move.
Man looks down, kind of shocked, and just kind of waits.
I toss the bag aside.
He looks down at the
That's
crying
Maw
Maw
Demon.
Demon and kind of hands the bag of holding over to Ben.
Can I pretend to stab it to kill it, quote unquote, to go with the immersion that there's actually Maw Demon?
I'm running with the bag of holding.
Oh, I am
As Ben,
following Ben.
as Ben and E2 just take off at a dead sprint. Yeah, Zaya, go ahead and give me,
Just
um,
got 200 gold.
give me a performance check, Zaya.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend well actually I don't know that Ven made a Maw Demon, right? I could think this is real.
Sure.
But okay, let me roll performance. Hopefully I don't mess this up. That's a 8 because I got a nat 1.
Okay. Dolkin, give me a con save while you're at it. Zaya, as you manage to unenthusiastically stab the creature, as it dissipates suddenly, the merchant looks very confused and very angry, and then very confused again.
Rolled
I'm
21.
gonna just
Alright,
sigh
thank you.
and be like, that old elf's a bit senile. I'm gonna go get your bag of holding back, and then I take off after Ven and it too.
The merchant starts charging behind you.
I am going to hide.
Just give him his bag of holding back and take Dolkin.
I
Hide Dolkin
I mean,
somewhere.
Dolkin's still in the bag
Free
of holding.
holding.
He's
Can
only.
Can he?
I'm
There's
heading
no
to the
air in the
shop.
bag of holding, but does he need to worry about breathing because he's technically frozen?
He's melting.
I'm
Oh,
heading to the
boy.
blacksmith shop, dumping Dolkin out behind the furnace, and hiding the bag of holding in my back pocket.
As you run up into the blacksmith shop and pull Dolkin's giant ice cubed ass out of the thing, you can see Dolkin's head is now thawed. His body is still frozen and stuck, but he's thawing out. Dolkin, you
Hey, Dolkin,
finally
how you
you
doing?
find yourself from a pitch blackness to suddenly sitting in the smithy that is inactive, half frozen.
What the fuck?
Did I see where Ven
Nope.
and Itu went? Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna try to lose the merchant. Run off and then try to find Ven and Itu.
Give me a stealth check to see if you get away from him.
Okay. I don't have anything that could give me advantage, do I?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Not
wait,
that I know.
can I cast enhance ability?
It'll slow you down, make you easier to spot by this guy.
Yeah, okay. Stealth. What's my stealth? Okay, please. Wait. I got a 12.
Okay. As you seem to slink away from on the beach, the best you can into the town, the merchant seems to lose track of you. All right, Dolkin. Now you and Ven and E2 are just sitting in the smith shop, and you are slowly thawing.
I sold you for 200 gold and saved your ass. I did a good thing today.
And you stole a bag of holding, which is now
And we
ours.
now have a giant bag of holding.
We don't even know what's in it.
I
Oh,
dumped it
start
all
taking
out, so
things
it's all on the
out.
floor.
You said you only dumped Dolkin out.
Cassie, I dumped it all out, so
Mm. Ow. Please don't
Mama
shush me.
Cameron.
Alright, yep, so Dolkin, you find yourself in the smithy as your hammer has slowly kind of giving off a flaming, some warmth as the ice continues to melt. And you can hear the warship off in the distance that, after sitting on the beach for a while, you guys finally did notice that it was a full warship, not a,
I'm
small
gonna
galley.
try to light the forge up too to warm it up in the place a bit more.
Alright, give me an intelligence check. Let's see how good you are, if you're able to know how to light this thing.
Oh, Ben, you're
Hundreds and
stupid.
hundreds of year-old elf doesn't know how to start a fire.
I know how to start a fire. The question is, do I know how to start a forge?
Oh, true.
And even with Dolkin there to help.
Do I get advantage on this for that?
No.
I'm not telling you shit.
You sold him, Ven. You sold him.
As you open up the forge, you put your head into it, you realize you have no idea what you're doing, and you leave it alone.
Wait a minute.
Can
Wait a minute. Because technically use thaumaturgy to start a small fire.
Alright, yeah, go
And
ahead.
burn down
Is
the
it
place?
real?
I have a feeling it wouldn't be. I'm not gonna try it. I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I got us gold to replace shit. It's good for us.
One
DM.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to track down where Ven and E2 ran off to and find them so we
Yeah,
can
give
meet
me an
the main-
investigation check.
Okay. Maybe I'll finally get a decent roll. Okay, investigation. That's a 20. Not natural.
All right, you managed to find Ven's very heavy footsteps in the sand, and after a little while, you managed to track him to the blacksmithy.
Really?
You find
went
Ven
to the-
sticking his head into the forge, still trying to figure out how two black rocks work together.
You went to the inactive, falling apart smith instead of going maybe to the inn with a fire to melt him?
It's at this point,
Obvious to the merchant.
Dolkin, the ice is melted down to around your hips. You now have most of your upper body able to move about.
Can I like break out of the rest of it using like my hammer or something?
Yeah, go ahead and just give me a general attack roll. Ben, are you still trying to light the forge on fire?
It would
No,
be a
my-
22 to hit
Okay, yeah, that hits.
for a bunch of damage to break ice.
As the ice just shatters apart as your hammer slams into it.
All right, now that that's taken care of, I would suggest everybody vacate the forge.
Yeah. The forge of the man whose daughter tried to kidnap and kill me, yes.
And as you're saying that, I'm just like putting an arm around your shoulder, grabbing E2, and just walking out. We don't want to be in there right now.
Yeah, no, I'm leaving with Dulkin. Let's go.
Mr. Steal Your Girl. He steals both
Leave
women
them
and leaves.
behind.
I'm following, and I'm going to take you two out of Dolkin's arms.
Okay.
Unless E2 tries to fight.
I don't know. He carried me really well. I didn't feel like I was going to fall at all.
Those strong dwarven forging arms. Well polished from years of working in smiths. Alright, so as you walk out of the shop, kind of chatting and joking, suddenly a loud explosion just poof as sand and dirt come pelting all around you.
Not again.
I look back at the forge.
The forge is gone. There's a hole in the ground.
Oh gosh.
Dolkin, you saved my life.
What was that?
I'm guessing cannon fire.
No, that was just black powder in the forge.
Oh. Yeah, good thing Ven doesn't know how to light a fire. Otherwise,
how to
we
light
would
a
have all
forge.
exploded before.
I know how to light a fire. I do not know how to light a forge.
So as you look back, seeing the massive now hole in the ground as pieces of timber are falling all about, burning, and the smell of smoke is everywhere, and many villagers are starting to wander over.
Yeah,
You can see that the war
let's
galley is
go.
getting ready to load up and head out.
Let's
Um,
go to the ship.
Yeah, let's go to the ship now.
Rush time. Don't get spotted.
Runs
by
to
the
the ship,
merchant.
carrying it to.
all right,
Just
as you
put her in the bag of holding you stole.
Dol-
No. It's dark in there. It looks scary.
I cast light on you.
there's
Oh,
also
you're gonna actually put me in there.
You'll suffocate. No, that was a joke.
That was the joke. I knew that. I'm not stupid.
Arguable.
all right. So Dolkin, I assume you follow the group as they head towards the war galley.
Yep, I'm keeping up with them.
All right, as you guys kind of start walking over, you see that there are a few tieflings working to load the ship up. Many of them dressed in just basic clothing. They're leather uniforms. As there seems to be one a little more well dressed, as the leather seems to be of a finer make. It's a kind of a darker color, tan. And he has what looks to be a very strange looking fur belt on. As he seems to walk about giving orders to the men in Infernal.
Do I recognize him?
No, he's not noble. He just looks like a merchant of sorts.
Not the merchant we stole the bag from, right?
No.
Or Ven stole the bag from. I wasn't part of that.
The man just eyes you up and starts speaking in Infernal. What can I do for you?
We are here to help my grandfather and my cousin. We were supposed to head to the mainland.
There'll be 400 gold passage for each of you?
Each.
Whoa.
Did my grandfather talk about us getting on free or not?
Girly, I don't know your grandfather. I don't care about your
No,
grandfather.
DM,
That's the
that was
price.
asking.
No, he did not.
So where's? Do I see my
We should be
grandfather around here?
stowaways.
You do not.
Huh. Can you excuse me for a moment, sir? I have to find my grandfather. He should have the coin purse, and I'm gonna go looking around for any signs of my grandfather.
We leave in less than an hour. As you kind of walk off.
Understood.
All right. Well, Ven, E2, and Dulkin, are you following Zaya, or are you gonna just stand there on the docks waiting to see if she figures shit out?
Following.
We could just be stowaways. We all get in the bag of holding. One of you pays,
And
and then
suffocate.
we get out.
I
I'll
think
turn-
you'll
I'll turn to
notice
the-
if a dog, an elf, and a dwarf appear on an all-tiefling ship and they don't recall them paying.
Dulkin, what were you gonna say?
I'll turn to this shipmaster and be like, "Hey, I'm pretty new in town. You might be able to tell. You ever heard of the Silver Songs?
Are you speaking in Infernal, or
I can't speak in Infernal.
what language are you speaking then?
It would probably just be common.
Then kind of switches up his accent and kind of starts to speak a lot slower. Silver Song. The noble house?
Yes, yeah. I'll swap to Elvish. Does that help?
And he starts speaking cleanly again. Ah,
Alright,
yes, yes, the Silver Songs, I understand.
Yeah, you've heard of them. I've heard they're trying to do something weird.
Every noble
You know
house
anything about
is.
that?
Well, from what I understand, the granddaughter is supposed to be returning and taking up position as the heir. The head of the household is making a play for the throne, or so the rumor says. Stuff like that.
Were you expecting to meet the Silver Songs here?
Not that I know of. I was just here to pick up trade goods and head on our way. As his
Oh,
men
alright.
continue loading crates onto the ship.
Alright, well I should go catch up with my friend here. I'll go chase after Zaya.
He nods and
Yeah.
just kind of lets you go. All right, as you guys take off after Zaya. Zaya, as you're looking about town, no one looks familiar.
I don't see like any evidence of them around the ship. Maybe any
Mm-mm.
crew members in quotations giving me a look like maybe I'm supposed to follow them.
Nope.
Nothing.
You know what? I have
Darn
a
it.
solution to this. I'm gonna cast sending and get a hold of my old friend.
Yeah. It'd
What's
be nice
the
if we had
distance?
instructions.
I'm gonna say, what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to get back to the mainland?
Sending is 120 feet.
Nope, it is infinite distance
Okay.
as long as you are on the same plane.
You don't get a message back.
That
Did
bitch.
does this ship like match the description and like the exact time frame that we were told to
Nope.
be on?
You were
Nope.
never given a time frame. You were never given a ship.
Yeah, I'll tell Zaya that shipmaster has no idea anything about the Silver Song.
Yeah, I don't want to mention. It's perhaps be safer not to mention my family's name, considering the fact that, well, there's assassins after me and my grandfather, and
We could also
but
make it a play
this
that
doesn't
if
make
he-
sense.
If your family
He
does
didn't
grab the throne,
give us a
that
description,
they'll
but if
owe them a favor. They'll owe him a
Cameron, I
favor.
can't hear you.
Oh.
Alright, let me turn Cameron's mic up a little bit though.
Yeah, but
Alright, so yeah, as you guys are chatting, Dolkin, give me a perception check. And E2 also give me a perception check.
not me.
Did I ask you?
7.
God damn it, Dolkin.
You're wearing glasses, Dolkin. You're wearing glasses.
The rogue also doesn't have a great perception. That's actually interesting. Alright. There you go, Phil. Check your messages. All right.
Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh.
I want to leave. Now.
Leave where?
I don't know. The area.
I mean, there's
Dude,
buildings all
maybe-
around you.
Convey to us what you see? Question mark.
Big and scary.
What's big and scary?
I'm already leaving.
In character.
What direction are you
No.
heading, E2?
I am following it too.
Anywhere but there.
Okay.
Probably down an alley.
As E2 starts to head between a couple houses and farther into the town, or farther out of town, she's heading towards the jungle behind, on the other side of the town.
Where are you guys going?
catch up and
We
stop.
have to.
As they're
E2?
gone, E2 is gone, so is Ven, heading down that alley.
Bye, let's go
Can
before they get too far
I
away.
insight check to see like the behavior of E2 when she ran away or like
Sure.
walked away? Like, I want to see what guess what her motive.
Well, you and
Word, 'cause
Dulkin
that's
start heading that
concerning.
direction.
That's a nat 20 plus 2, so 22.
She seems very scared.
Dulkin, I suggest we follow them and ask questions later.
Let's go.
As you head down the
Rush,
alley,
rush.
Zaya and Dulkin, give me another perception check.
Yeah, I want to look behind. What is
Oh,
she
you do?
scared
Okay,
of?
then give me a perception check with advantage.
If I look behind.
I got
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay.
Congratulations, Dulkin, you have succeeded.
15 that's a 16.
Okay, so as you are running and heading down that direction, you see a very large orcish-looking figure with a lot of scars down his face that is
Oh my God.
following you at a rapid speed.
We need to be in town because this is the guy who kidnapped us. If we get isolated, people won't be there to witness.
Oh, just
Oh
keep
my
moving
gosh.
then. No reason to stay
Into the
around.
jungle, away from civilization. Okay, Dulkin, I suggest we find my grandfather and cousin and team up with them because my grandfather should be able to protect us.
Should.
The jungle's
It's old.
not gonna be safe.
All
And
right,
I say this while running.
as you
through
guys
the alleys.
continue running
It
towards
will be if we kill it.
Jesus Christ. As you continue running towards the forest, as E2 continues on a full-on sprint away, E2, you can see what looks to be very giant shadow figures in the jungle moving about the outside
Yeah,
of the jungle.
I'm not
Uh-oh.
going into the forest. I'm running through the alleys like weaving in the city.
Dulkin, who do you follow?
I'm
Do you
gonna
follow?
drag Itu back into the city. She
Okay.
has no
Um,
option.
I'm sticking with Zaya.
All right.
Yeah.
As Zaya and Dulkin go one way, E2 and Ven head up another alley back into the city, avoiding the orc. The orc follows Zaya and Dulkin, continuing the
Yeah.
chase. As you guys continue to run, you also start to hear what sounds like screams of terror coming from off in the distance, and suddenly the smell of something burning is coming from as wafting on the wind, coming from behind you.
Are they lighting the town on fire?
As you
Being
continue.
in the town, I
We
can
might
say
need-
probably not.
We might need to go on that boat. I don't know how, but if the city's getting lit on fire, then
I'm
we
gonna
shouldn't
use
be
sending and
here.
say. I'm gonna use sending the Zion and say head for the docks.
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Can I do an Arcana check while running to see if I could sense the magic of my grandfather, maybe my dead cousin's like necrotic energy?
Do your
Since he's like a
Arcana at
zombie.
disadvantage as you're distracted, sprinting for your life. As
Yep.
Dulkin, your stubby legs are having a hard time keeping up. Please give me a dex check. And E2 and
I'm
Ven,
So good at those.
E2 and Ven, as you continue running through the city, you can.
I got a 9.
Okay.
I got a 4.
All right. Dulkin wishing he was frozen once again. As
Let
the
it go.
smell of burning flesh starts to come, like almost as if someone's cooking on a fire, starts to erupt through the entire town. Then you can looking around, you can actually see in front of you, in the direction you're going, there's a house on fire, and there are what looks to be these giant creatures stabbing tieflings with spears, swords, and other things. They're
We are going to be leaving now.
As Dolkin and Zaya start to continue to run off toward, heading towards the docks themselves. Dolkin starts to lag behind, breathing rather heavily, slowing up pace overall. It's also at
Can
this.
I?
Yes.
Ugh, I don't think enhance ability would be able to help with his speed, would it?
Well, he's just slowing down because he's
Like if
got
I.
crappy dex.
Oh, Dex? I can increase his Dex.
You can.
Do that.
But would it? How
Live.
badly would it slow it me down if I did enhance ability and then like?
It will cause you
Sprinted.
cause you to be at a full stop to cast the spell.
Oh,
How far behind is the thing?
That's a
Is
good
that the
question.
question?
You don't see the
have
orc.
they? Okay. I'm gonna
Although you are
stop,
starting to
touch-
hear screaming in the distance of what sounds like full-on battle of weapons clashing.
I'm gonna stop, touch token, Cat's Grace, and then sprint. Just sprint. Keep running.
Cat's Grace. Okay.
That's the dexterity for enhanced ability. It's called Cat's Grace.
All right, Dolkin, you find yourself renewed with vigor and manage to keep up with Zaya to a certain extent. She is a tiefling in like no armor, so she's still moving quicker than you, but you're sprinting a lot faster than you remember. You feel
like a
elegant.
kitty cat.
You feel elegant, almost like a young doe finding their legs for the first time, as you gallop through the village at full speed, prancing merrily. As you guys finally manage to run over to the docks,
Vulcan.
avoiding most of the fire, you finally are able to look around and see that the city is being attacked. And what you finally realize is the assailants seem to be these tall creatures, about roughly around 6 foot. Most of them wearing between chain and plate, carrying swords and spears of all different sorts. And as you start to notice, most of them have a very pale colored skin, almost porcelain in color, with snow white hair. As they continue to attack these tieflings, speaking mostly in Elvish.
Oh no.
Do I understand anything?
You catch a
Right,
few
yeah.
dribbles of in between battle as the clashing and screaming continues on. The only thing you seem to catch that seems to be of any significance is something along the lines of death to the tieflings. This is for our king. We must unite the lands back under our queen.
Oh
Well,
boy.
guess
Do I
there-
recognize these creatures at all from my travels as a bard and a spy and stuff?
You've never seen anything like this before.
Would I have seen anything like them?
They look a lot like
Even-
they look a lot like you as far as it goes. Like very elvish as far as their body shape. They are very elegant moving. But Zaya, you've never seen an elf with pale skin or pale hair like this.
I not even like heard about it, maybe in a myth or a story.
No news of some creatures like this have come to be.
Oh gosh. Okay, yeah. They're not at the boat yet, right? They're coming from
Nope.
the forest.
Yep.
Okay, I'm sprinting towards the
Okay.
boat, and I wanna just keep going.
Okay. I assume Dolkin, E2, you are following Ven and Zaya.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys charge towards the boat, you see the guys kind of pushing his and broken out the whip, kind of getting his crew to move faster as they're loading the last couple of crates. And the guy goes, "Can I help you with something? What's going on?"
I'm part of the-
Something's attacking the city. You need to leave now. We're coming with you. We'll protect you
Pale
while you
elves
get
are
everything loaded.
attacking the city.
I'm
Hey.
part of the crew. I just grab a box and run it up onto the boat.
I
I-
start helping too.
I like their
I want
initiative.
to-
All right.
Oh wait, so does he just believe Dulkin's a crew, or is he letting Dulkin
No,
run
he's,
'cause he's working?
he's letting Dolkin get on because he's working. And he's like, "All right,
I'm gonna help too.
get these boxes loaded. We need
Yeah.
out of here." And he starts looking back. Oh, it's the snow elves. All right, move it. If the queen's on her way, this entire place will be underground by the end of the day.
Yeah,
By the end of the hour,
I'm picking up boxes too.
as you guys get the
All I
ship
can.
loaded and moved, the guy pulls the gangplank on and starts whipping his men to get the boat to row and starts pushing out to dock or out to sea.
I'm gonna cast Gust on the sails to try and help us move faster.
As the boat starts to basically get a good push suddenly flying out, you can see off in the distance as you're slowly getting away what looks to be these pale-looking elves with some with draconic-looking wings on their back as fire and blood is splattering everywhere. as is now becoming a
I'm
farther
gonna
and
yell
farther
at
memory.
Elvish and be like, "Enjoy your meal. You're not getting these ones."
As Ven shouts,
No, I'm gonna shut him
a
up.
giant fireball comes
I'm gonna
flying towards the
Can
boat.
I use
Yes.
gust of wind to blow it out or blow
Same
it
with me,
away?
casting gust of wind.
All right. As the as you guys manage to cast your spells, combining the two, the fireball seems to almost split in half as the wind is so strong it cuts in between it, causing it to, instead of going off to the side, splitting the two and launching it two now medium-sized fireballs straight at the boat.
Why did you do that?
As the boat
Just
as they
trying to
collide with the
Casting it
boat.
Mistake.
As they collide with the boat, one managing to be only slightly pushed off direction, just barely singeing the boat as Ven manages to get off one more spell. The boat's now on fire. The captain is freaking out, and he is trying to get you guys
Great.
moving as quickly as possible.
Can I cast create water? And water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing exposed flames in the area. Please.
All right, as you manage to get the spell off, even in the panic, the fire seems to slow down, and although you finally managed to get it to go completely out, you do see there's now a giant hole in the ship where the wood had burned through.
Ben, you better mend
Mending.
this and shut up.
I'm gonna be using a lot of mending for the next hour.
Yeah.
Dangle him off the side of the deck on rope, and he better mend this fast.
Man looks and says, Stout One, come here. I've got a fishing rod. Get the elven boy down there and let's get this working.
Right away, Captain.
So he hands you a very large and very thick fishing rod with a full rope, tying it around Ven's waist and managing to lower him down. Ven, as you're lowered down, you're able to start casting a spell. You do notice that there are these very ugly-looking creatures swimming about the water. They look to be similar to what is a shark, but with like very darkish black pimples on them.
Mermaid.
It's creepy. I'm gonna quickly mend.
All right. As you continue to cast mending, Dolkin, give me a strength check. Let's see if you can continue to hold him up for a while.
Continue my streak of awesome things.
Yeah, it sounds like
18.
your rolling's been as good as mine. All right. As you manage to
I don't
continue
know.
to hold him comfortably, as Ven continues to bend or be lowered and lowered to continue to mend the ship. After about 2 hours of getting the spell to fully come through and get the wood up to a good enough shape to where it would hold on the open sea, you notice, Ven, the shark-like creatures seem to now be kind of circling you in the water.
If I
Yes?
if,
I'm
if
gonna
I'm
tug
peering
the
over
line
the
and warn them.
if I'm peering over the edge of the railing watching this, like, do I see these creatures? as
You see
well?
dark shapes in the water. You can't tell what they are, though. They're rather large,
I'm
though.
gonna shut up. Looks like
God.
sharks down here shouldn't go much lower.
Sharks.
Dolkin, you
What?
hear Ven shout that up. What do you want to do?
Is it kind of bad weather right now?
No, it's pretty clear weather. It's sunny and
All right.
nice.
You know what? I rolled a natural 1 on a perception check. All I heard was put me lower.
Okay. So as you start to lower Ven closer and closer to the water, Ven, you are
I
getting
know.
closer and closer to
Dolkin.
these creatures.
Dolkin, pull up,
Thaumaturgy, I'm gonna make a lightning bolt in the water to try and scare those things away.
Roll
Thaumaturgy.
intimidation, please.
Oh, good.
up, Dolkin, up.
I get a +1 to that.
The captain shouts over at Dolkin and says, "Hey, if you can catch a fish, I'll pay you for it."
I think he's probably pretty terrible bait.
Eh.
No one wants to eat him.
15. Wow.
As the bolt hits the ground, it scares the giant creatures away as they swim away. After about 5 more minutes, as Dolkin's still standing there, not really hearing you, Dolkin, give me another perception check, see if you can hear the guy. Still shouting up. Also,
20.
Ven, give me a perception check.
Crap, I forgot what my perception is now. Go back, check it. Won't take long. Oh, yeah, I get a good bonus to this. That means I'm gonna roll like shit. Four.
All right. As you are being slowly pulled up, finally, you look down and you can see what looks to be a very tiny shadow that seems to be like coming straight from below you. It's not your shadow, from what you can tell, as your shadow is being reflected onto the boat, but it's very small as you are out in the middle of the sea in between the mainland and the island. And it slowly, as you're being pulled up, seems to
I'm
be
gonna
getting
use Misty
bigger
Step
and
to Misty
bigger
Step right
and
onto the
bigger
ship.
and bigger and bigger
I'm
and
using
bigger.
Misty Step to step right onto the ship.
All right,
using
as you
thing.
suddenly manage to appear on the ship, Dolkin, as you continue to roll up the rope, suddenly all that's there is a piece of cut off rope as Ven is standing on the other right beside you.
I was like, I'm gonna look at me like, you're an ass. But that's fair.
I'd say that's karma for getting the boat attacked, honestly. What was that, though, that you were getting attacked by?
Not a clue, but there's something big coming up, and I do not like that.
Well, this is the ocean.
Huh, a
And I'm
kraken.
gonna kind of eye my mark of the Kraken and just have Kraken
I'm
flashbacks.
gonna look over the edge and just, I'm scared.
There's nothing there now.
I'm shaking. Vinzorwin is visibly shaking.
Is he scared
Oh,
of the ocean?
no.
The captain kind of walks over to Ven and Dolkin and says, "Ah, my new crewmates, just what I needed," as he's speaking in Elvish. So,
I'm gonna look and be like, we're only crewmates because we had to get out of there.
and that makes the best crewmates, just like the ones I buy at the shop. Now, where can I take you lot?
We just need to get to the mainland.
We just left the mainland, my young, when he looks Ven up. Young? Maybe?
I am over 7,000
Old.
years old. I'm old as fuck.
Alright, and he goes and he claps Dolkin on the shoulder. Alright, young one, where are we heading? Where can I drop you?
Fuck if I know. Zaya.
I'm gonna walk over and in Elvish respond. We need to head to the island, to the north part.
Ah, alright. And he kind of walks back over the wheel. Anything for the young lass as he spins it hard. Everyone give me a dex check. Or dex saving throw.
You get advantage, Dulkin.
Dex
the
saving
cat
throw, and let's hope Dolkin's advantage comes in handy for something.
I rolled a 4 and a 6.
I hope I don't get thrown off the ship.
Oh,
Dolkin, oh my god! Buddy, we need to make your dex
Oh
your
my
dump
god,
stat.
I did worse.
I
Alright.
got 14.
So as the ship turns, Dolkin and Ven, you both end up on your butt, basically on the back of the ship, looking over or being able to look through the rails pretty comfortably now into the water. It's very deep and it's almost clear, as you can see some creatures swimming about. You get the occasional pretty purplish fish, one that seems to flash green scales, in wavy patterns. As the ship turns hard to the left, it starts heading up north. You figure, from what the captain explains, you've got about 3 hours before you're going to end up there. End up hitting mainland in the north, given the fact you didn't really give him a specific port to hit. So
I
what?
didn't know a port name. I just know the house is to the north.
All right. So you have about 3 hours. E2, what would you like to do with your 3 hours?
Can I fish?
You can.
I want to fish.
No.
All right. What are you going to use for bait?
You say Vinzorwin, so help me God.
As I say, your boyfriend probably make good bait there.
Do we
Everyone
have
wants him
anything
dead.
around?
You can see that there are rations available. That the crew's been given for hard day's work and all.
Ooh, I don't want to take anything. Don't I have one of those like fancy little? Ooh, it's glowing like like fish bobbers, how they all sparkle and
Do you have
stuff.
a ring
Hold on.
or like a coin?
I'm gonna
copper
cast
coin?
light on something.
You're gonna cast light on something?
Yeah,
On
I'll
the
cast light
fishing
on a
hook.
gold coin.
Oh,
no,
on a
catch
gold
light
coin.
on the fishing hook, and then it'll be like,
Yeah.
ooh, that looks good, and then the fish will come
Or
and
that,
bite
yeah,
it.
we'll do that.
Okay, as you cast light on the fishing hook, E2, you now have a shiny fishing hook.
All right, gonna go fishing.
All right. Okay. What do we roll for fishing? Let's see.
Probably survival.
Deception.
Deception. You know what? I like that, Dolkin. We're gonna go with a deception. Let's see if you can convince the fish it's bait.
Pretend you're an edible fish for the bigger fish.
God.
Make fish noises.
All right. You managed to catch something. As you feel the hook kind of finally catch after about a half an hour of sitting there. I assume, are you still in your dog form, or are you back in your changeling form?
Hell if I know.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
I would probably
You made
change.
yourself look like Ven.
There you go.
No, I would probably change into Tieflings just so I look the same as the crew members.
All right. As you managed to turn into one of the tiefling crew members, one of the ones you really can't tell, is this a man, is this a woman? That's just a person in leather armor, and they look very irritable.
Perfect.
The person looks very awkward and confused for a few minutes, and then goes back to what they're doing. As you start reeling up, go ahead and give me a strength check to see if you can figure out as this thing continues to pull and tug.
Interesting.
The E2 fishing adventure. This will become a side portion of the book, how to roll for fishing. All right, as you start to reel it up, and it's getting heavier as you're starting to pull and pull. It's pulling pretty hard, and you're not able to get it out of the water from what you can tell. This thing's
Can I
giving a
shout
good
for
fight.
help?
Yeah.
Just
Who are you gonna
stuck
look?
on the
Who are you
side
gonna
of
look
ship.
for?
Well, Ven, of course. I'm gonna make him help me.
All right, Ven. As you watch, as your girlfriend has been sitting there fishing for a while, now, and is shouting for help, as she is struggling with the fishing rod.
I am going to help.
Ven, give me a strength check. E2, give me another strength check. Let's see if you guys can pull this thing over.
I hope it's a treasure chest.
All
Or
right.
like a soggy boot.
As E2 continues to reel, Ven manages to just pull the rod back, with all his might, and out comes as you finally pull the rod out of the water, a hook coming out, you see what looks to be a giant, pimply-looking black fish of sorts that just drops on the ground, onto the deck, and starts flopping like crazy.
Oh,
I
that looks
recognize it?
horrifying.
It's about 15 feet long. This is known as a pimple shark. They are supposed to be very poisonous to eat to any other creature than a tiefling, but they're very rich in mana.
Can I
well, you
sell
guys
this?
can't eat it, but I guess the crew would probably enjoy that.
You could sell it
comment.
theoretically.
Yeah, can I give it to them? Will they take it? I don't know.
The
Can I
crew is
sell
watching
to
it with
them?
drool coming down from many of their mouths.
All
Safe.
right, where's the chef of the ship?
Down in the deck, under deck.
Time to take this fish to him.
All right. As you and Ven start to take that down and hand it off, Doken, what do you want to do with your time? As you realize you left behind the only man that could fix your scar without ever getting that fixed.
That's fine. Chick stick scars, that's fine.
And, fighters that were once clerics.
I'm gonna go, I don't know, somewhere quiet down in the hold or something.
Mhm.
And using, I don't know, like pieces of scrap metal I have and my hammers, I'm gonna start practicing making very intricate small designs.
Anything specific?
Yes. Hold on.
If you say Wand of Orcus, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to get you a human spine first.
Nope.
Oh, man. Oh, okay. Alright, that's fine. As you start to work, go ahead and give me a performance check, I guess, because technically this would be you doing what you would be considered as your performance. This is your skill.
It is a 10.
Okay. God, I hate that. 3.5 is a better design for that, but okay. Alright, as you manage to get some general designs done, they're rough, but they are to the shape of what you're expecting.
All right, just getting a practice start on it.
Okay. You managed to get about 4 of them done by the time you're finished polishing them up. They're not perfect, but
Yeah.
Again.
So what my plan is, I'm make these practice designs, and then when I feel like I've practiced enough, I just crumple it all back up into like a ball or an ingot or something.
Okay. Oh yeah, melt it
What
back
if I
down.
wanted one?
Nope.
What was it?
All right.
Nope.
Excuse me.
As Dolkin continues to work down in his little mini forge that he finds down below, kind of crafting and melding and moving, Zaya, what would you like to do?
Okay. Well, you said we have like a 3-hour trip, right?
Correct.
How long? It's only like an hour to attune to my rapier, right?
That is correct.
So I'll spend the first hour attuning to my rapier. I guess just kind of sitting on top of the deck, watching the ocean, enjoying being back in my homeland, watching the sea life. And then after that, well, Dulkin's hiding. I want to. Is there a crew member that's like not busy that'd be willing to like practice spar with me that I can find? Like to get sparring practice in with my rapier.
You don't see anybody. None of the
Gosh darn
crew's
it.
willing to work with you as they're kind of working away.
Yeah,
I
and
don't.
then
I don't think my thing would have taken the full 3 hours.
No.
you don't? Okay, then can I wanna approach Dulkin like holding my rapier and be like, "Do you mind practice sparring? I really need to get better with my offensive skills."
Yeah, yeah. You catch me while I'm working on these things, and I see it's you, and I quickly like just smash all the things I was working on, just like smash it into a ball. Yeah. I'll help you.
Always shy.
What is can I insight that? I want to insight that behavior.
Okay. Give me
I
an
want to
insight check.
see maybe if he's embarrassed, if he's like, "Oh, this is a dark secret. I can't let my teammates know about this." I got a 15.
Dolkin seems
Dul-
to be somewhat embarrassed to show anything that he's working on at this point after failing to be a smith so many times in front of you lot.
I'm gonna just smile politely and be like, "I'm sorry. Did I disrupt your work? I can wait till later."
No, it's fine. It's fine. I was just practicing. It's totally fine.
Wonder. Okay.
All right, now I'll grab my shield. I'll bring out my and I'll hit me.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of glance at my sword. DM, can I
Mm-hmm.
try to make a Arcana check on it for the thing you messaged me about?
Sure.
Like, try to identify it.
There's a spell for that.
I don't think I have that spell.
Oh, you don't know what? Here, I'll identify it, and I'll try to.
All right, Dolkin, give me an Arcana check. All right.
It's not. I got a 9 for Arcana check. For my Arcana check, I got a 9.
All right.
Like I actually have the spell, but
The spell doesn't seem to activate, but give me an
doesn't
Arcana
seem
check.
to do it. I rolled a 7 for an Arcana,
It's a sword, and you think it can cut people's heads off.
I got
which
a
is
9.
the
What
same.
do I get?
The same feeling I got the first time I saw it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a sword, and it cuts people's heads off.
If you're gonna hit me with that sword, be very careful.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit with the blunt end. and
There
I'm
is
gonna
no
do
blunt end of a
non-
rapier.
Can I cover it in cloth? Can I like wrap it up in cloth? So
You-
it's
You get the sense it's
Like-
not really gonna matter.
Cloth
Well,
gets
I'll-
shredded the second it
okay.
touches the blade.
Dulkin, I'm going to try to be non-lethal. I don't think I can hit you because I'm bad at fighting. But maybe just in case I get lucky, be prepared. And then
Hold on.
I'll-
Hold on. Is there just like a 2x4 laying around somewhere?
20.
She does have a normal rapier and a normal dagger on her.
You just maybe want to practice with the one that doesn't decapitate.
Well, I guess so, but
It'll be the same movement. It'll be great.
the weight of the sword's different. Do you know how rapiers work? There's a slight difference, and the slight difference matters when fighting with a rapier. But fine, I'll put it away and draw my normal one. Like, okay, fine, I'll use my old rapier, my blunt rapier, and okay, I'm gonna make an attack roll against him. Okay, let's see what I get. I got a nat 1. Guess it's a good thing. I would have cut myself with the Vorpal
As
rapier.
you smack Dolkin's shield with your rapier, your normal rapier, it smashes into the dark iron and just snaps in half.
All right, hold on. I can fix this.
Didn't my
You can
That's why-
fix
All right, Dolkin, give me another performance check. Let's see what you can do.
Nat 20.
Or if
16.
you really want to just use your hands to try and crumple it, I'll let you roll a strength check for it. The 16. As you take out your hammer,
Strength
and
was 21.
so Dolkin just picks up both ends of it and bends the metal to the point where it corrodes into itself, and he manages to blunt the blade right at the snap. But luckily, the end of it still pierces and manages to meld it together with his bare hand.
This is why I didn't want to use my flimsy old rapier, but okay.
No, this is fine. Try again. Try to hit me.
Okay. Now my confidence is ruined, Dolkin. I was so confident, and now I'm not confident. Okay, and I'm gonna roll in another attack roll and guess hope to get lucky.
That's what you want to hear, Dolkin.
Oh, I got a 22. Does that hit with my blunt broken
A
rapier?
22 would hit.
All right, roll damage to see how much damage you do for against Dolkin. Oh man.
I'll roll damage.
Mm-hmm. Poor Dolkin.
Okay.
You
Poor-
just stabbed your friend. I sold
I
him. You
slashed
stabbed him.
I slashed him with a blunt
stab-
rapier.
Stabbed him.
Well,
Yeah, but I
Says
signed
the
up for this one.
robot. Yeah, he signed up for this.
Imagine if that had been the
Then
wolf.
I'll
11.
pay you half the gold I
11
got.
because I got an 8 out of a D8.
As you manage to smack into Dolkin, cutting at just the right angle to manage to slash at his elbow where his armor is weakest and not really covering, you manage to do about 5 points of damage, causing a little scratch. That's just more annoyance than anything else.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a
I
good
guess I
swing. It's a
did
good
get
swing.
lucky.
You gotta get your
yeah.
elbow into it more, and you gotta swing
Oh,
in there.
yes. Okay, thank you. I was wondering what I was doing wrong. I always get told it was in the elbow, but I always go for the wrist. Can we try again?
Oh no.
I will... What?
Nothing. Ignore me.
Okay, Can I try to, like, disarm Dolkin? I
Yeah.
want to try to, like, disarm him, like, practice disarming. Do I just roll another attack roll, or?
Yep.
Okay, because I want to practice, like, disarming. That's a 9 to hit.
No.
So as you go to smack your rapier against to disarm his hammer, it seems to just more of hit against the handle of his hammer and bounce off.
What were you even aiming for?
Disarming! You're the fighter. You should have noticed. Am I that bad?
No,
That
you
you
don't aim
didn't
for the weapon to
realize?
disarm. You aim for the hands.
I didn't want to. Okay, let me just cut into your hand then. Sorry, I was trying to not hurt you again. Fine.
You gotta
okay.
try and not hurt the enemy. Come on now,
I
hit
am
me.
not afraid to stab the enemy. You're a bit. I'm gonna eye his scar and be like, you were a bit beaten up not too long ago. I don't want to badly damage you.
Are you taking it easy on me?
Can we? Steya's gonna kind of like pause and like rub her temples. Can we 5-minute break, please? 5-minute break. Give me a second to.
As you see E2
get
and
my
Ven
focus
coming
back.
back from the kitchen, you can smell the wafting smell of cooking fish.
I'm going
I
to
can't even
get
eat
something
any.
to eat.
Mhm.
I'll be back, Dolkin, and I'm just gonna kind of bow, like, respectfully, like you do in battle, sheathe my rapier, and then kind of quickly rush towards the kitchen.
She sheathes their rapier, the handle snaps, and you can hear the blade breaks off.
Oh my! I just throw it angrily at the ground and keep like speed walking.
All right, Zaya
I
heads
go to
off.
pick it up.
Mm-hmm. All right, Dolkin, you're standing there now with a broken rapier, and E2 and Ven look very confused as they just entered the room as Zaya just left.
Okay.
It's also at this point, Dolkin, that you hear a sound coming from one of the boxes, or one of the crates next to you. E2 and Ven, you
Uh-oh.
also hear this.
I back away slowly.
I'm gonna investigate.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Oh, 2 choose the things that cause me to. No, that's actually good for me. Never mind. That's actually one of my best.
All right, Dolkin, are
Wow.
you gonna investigate or are you gonna ignore it?
I see that he's doing it, so I leave it.
Or as you go back to working on what you were working on, as Ven gets closer to the crate, Ven, you hear a very muffled. Let me.
Oh God, no! I'm gonna walk away from the crate.
As Ven just
What?
gets up and leaves.
Oh,
I'm grabbing
gosh.
it too, and I'm saying, "It's the dumb lizard again."
Oh, I knew it! A friend!
No, no, no.
Oh gosh. No. It was a chameleon.
Ven doesn't care. Ven's just gonna go towards the kitchens to just get away from it.
E2, do you follow Ven?
I picked her up. She has no option again.
I don't want to go to the kitchen. The kitchen is kind of dangerous. There's utensils there.
Yes, there is. There's also food and whiskey.
Ooh, I like that.
As you walk in, you realize the chef has no alcohol.
And
Ah.
I go back to the goddamn chameleon.
To wish for alcohol.
Dolkin, as
Yep.
you go back, I assume you're gonna try and fix the rapier again.
Yeah, I try to fix the rapier.
All right, give me a
Plus, it ties
performance
into
check.
a freaking bow tie.
Oh yeah, are you gonna try and strength check this again, or are you gonna actually try and forge this thing back together?
I would actually try to forge it together,
Okay.
like properly fix it.
I couldn't fix your rapier, but I made you this neat dagger out of it.
That is a 19.
All right, as you manage to take out your hammer, lighting it a full-on flame and melting the metal back together, it seems to come together well. It's welded. I mean, it's not as strong as it once was, but it's sturdier than it was.
But
what's
it's as
the-
good as it ever was. Country songs.
All right, so as you guys continue walking about, Zaya eating a bowl full of what looks to be shark fin soup, E2 and Ven heading back to bother Dolkin as Dolkin continues to work on his forging.
I'm gonna warn Dolkin
I'll
about the
come-
chameleon.
I'll come back on deck while eating the food.
All right.
The food that no one else can eat. Just
And all right,
rubbing my
Well, I
head.
mean, Ben could eat it. He's just not gonna try it right now. He'd rather not die eating right now.
so Ven comes in to explain to you, Dolkin, that the pontification lizard is back, and he is in the
Oh,
crate
wonderful.
right next to you.
I take the
Let's-
rapier and I go find Zaya.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Heading back up deck. All right, Ven and E2, since after warning Dolkin, what's the plan?
I don't want to
I'm
be
gonna stick
around
the
it.
crate in the bag of holding that I have.
Oh, okay. As Ven picks up the
That's
crate,
a horrible idea.
puts it into the
Gonna
thing,
kill the
and
chameleon?
walks off. All right.
A demon?
You know what? It'll escape. It can jump between dimensions. We already know this.
It'll be
If anything, I
mad.
just got free goods.
So E2, what do you see Ven basically pick up this crate and shove it into his bag of holding. What do you want to do?
I don't want to be near it. It might explode or something. What if he just duplicates like a bunch of crates into the bag of holding, and then now you have a bag full of crates?
Then I
Use
have
it
a
as
bag
a
full of blunt
weapon.
force objects. That is then a bag full of blunt force objects that if we're on a
What is
cliff and we're
it?
being chased, I can dump it out.
I feel like this is a horrible idea.
All right.
It probably is.
So E2, what's your plan here?
Pointillism.
I don't want to be around the bag. I'm leaving.
All right, as
Bye.
E2 heads back up above deck, you find Zaya and Dolkin next to each other as Dolkin is, I
I'm
assume,
gonna
is
go
giving back the
warn Zaya
rapier.
about the lizard and
Yeah.
say that I stuck
Okay.
it in the bag of holding.
I
You
give
Throw it
Zaya.
off the ship.
As Ven interrupts Dolkin, giving Zaya the rapier to explain that.
Yeah, I
You-
give Zaya
could you
the rapier.
Please?
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Dolkin. You have the creature in the bag of holding. Could you not be? I'm gonna step away from Ven. Could you not be so close to me when you just tried to suffocate and kill a powerful creature?
3 things. 1, it's immortal. It can't die from suffocation. It'll be very uncomfortable.
And
But it won't die.
angry and
Animal
vengeful.
abuse.
All right, so you're just
It's
gonna
already
piss the thing
angry and
off.
vengeful. It's already angry and vengeful for 1. For 2, it can teleport between dimensions. It's just in a pocket dimension. Anything else, it's probably just going to pop out of there and
The-
go somewhere else.
The
away
captain
from
shouts
us.
out, "Oi! We're about an hour away from docking."
That's good.
Token, let's. Okay, and I'm gonna just kind
I'm
of rub
gonna
my
go stay at the
temples.
front of the ship. So that
Please,
if it
away
does
from
decide
us.
to break the back, that I'm the only one that's at risk.
Alright.
That's not- Okay.
So I'm out on the front of the ship holding it up as high as I can.
Oh my gosh.
It's a bag
Well,
of holding.
I guess I'll turn to Dulkin, just sighing and rubbing my temples, and be like, "Okay, let's try to continue. Maybe I can focus. Maybe.
All right,
I guess I
we'll
want to
give it
try
another try.
I
to.
did something about that damn thing instead of, I could have been dumber and told it to get as strong.
Okay. I'm going to try to. I want to try to attempt to sweep
God damn it.
Dulkin's feet from under him.
Alright,
Like sweep out and knock
Dulkin,
him over.
give me a dex saving throw. Zaya, give me a dex check.
Okay. Dexterity check. Yep. Okay. I got a 12.
I got a 7.
As you manage to kick Dulkin's feet out from underneath him, he lands on his butt with an unceremoniously plop.
All right, that's rude.
Was- so you find it bad when I take pity on your hand and attack the weapon, but when I knock you on your bottom with my little delicate lady feet, you're offended. And
All
I'm just
right,
gonna,
all right.
like,
You want to play? You want to play?
grin.
I'm gonna swing at you with my hammer.
Okay, Dulkin, make an attack.
Hey, you're gonna kill. Wait a second, I did not sign up for this.
No,
I'm
okay.
gonna
It's a
back
25
away.
to hit.
25 hits,
Resistance.
Yeah.
That would be
Oh my
12 damage.
12 points of, and that's
I
flaming,
get
right?
Knocked back.
It would be just 2 fire damage.
Okay.
I should be.
So you take 12 points of damage and 1 point, or 10 points of bludgeoning damage, I believe, and 1 point of fire damage.
Okay. I'm gonna, and I assume that knocks me down
Yes, it does.
because of the force of it. I'm gonna like glare up at like Dulkin, and then what can I do? And as retribution, Hellish Rebuke seems a bit too far. I want to. What equipment do I have?
One of the
Too
crew,
bad I'm a Vendor one for the lizard.
one of the crew member comes up to E2, seeing the fellow tiefling, says, "I got 10 on the short one."
I'm gonna I'm gonna cast card throw on Dulkin. Not lethally aiming for like his neck or his face or anything, but I'm gonna try to hit him in like his kneecaps. Cause that seems like it'd be annoying.
I'm trying to kneecap the door.
Yes.
The
As
door's gonna turn.
retribution,
I'm gonna watch
gonna
this from the bow of the ship.
Okay, that's a 9. I'm assuming that misses.
That misses.
Uh-huh.
And then I got a nat 1 plus 7, so an 8.
As the card hits the ship instead, please give me a roll to see what the card does.
Yeah, let me see what the card it was. It's a 1.
And that
oh,
is?
No. That's fire. That's red card. 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability fire damage.
As the ship starts on fire, immediately blazing around you, Dulkin, you now have fire.
Create water. I'm gonna quickly create water.
As you create water over Dulkin's head, you dampen the dwarf as steam comes off his hammer. Dulkin, you are now soaked in water surrounded
I'm so
with burn
sorry.
marks.
That wasn't supposed to happen. My apologies. Are you okay?
Saya, you either gotta get back up and hit me, or control yourself. You can't just be going throwing magic cards at walls.
That's how I fight enemies. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. this maybe the rapier's not working out. Maybe I should practice with my dagger. Or range? Would you be fine with my crossbow? Or
What
do you
about
think
those
that'd be too
cards?
dangerous?
What about those cards? What could you just
No.
practice throwing those?
They're a bit uncontrollable. I admit it was stupid of me to use them. It was reactionary.
I'm gonna shout from the bow of the ship, throw them at the water!
No.
E2, give me a
Let's-
charisma saving throw.
Oh, for what?
You'll find out.
I
Ben is-
okay. I guess I'm just gonna take my rapier and try to hit Dulkin again. A bit ashamed of myself for lighting him on fire.
I am looking away.
Okay. Oh, that's a nat 1 plus 6, 7 to hit with my rapier. Does it break again, DM?
Yeah, the thing seems to snap right across Dulkin's shield.
Dulkin, I'm starting to think maybe I've been cursed with bad luck. How do you
I'm a-
feel about this theory?
I holster my shield, holster my weapon. I just grab Zaya by the shoulders. You gotta focus up.
Dulkin, I'm trying, and I'm gonna rub my temple again. There's a bit of stuff going on.
Right. But right now, we're on a boat in the middle of the ocean. None of that matters.
Yes, Dulkin. You see, there's stuff on my mind, in the back of my mind, that's making it hard to focus. Also, my rapier.
The captain just
broken
comes
twice
over
now.
and stands between the two of you and says, "Can you just get it over with already? I'm tired of watching this." And he goes back to piloting the ship.
Thank you for practicing with me, Dulkin. I
Look,
appreciate the practice.
Look, if you want to talk, you can find me.
I appreciate the offer. And I'll just pull out my lute and like find a quiet place to practice music and work on a song I've been writing
All right.
in a quiet corner away from everyone else
Okay.
and broken rapiers.
All right. As you kind of go and quarantine yourself off, the tiefling who's trying to seduce E2 heads down to to their cabin. You really can't tell the gender of this tiefling at this point.
I want Ben to come with me.
Heads down to their cabin, and
Signal me in any way?
Ven continues to work on the bow as he watches, making sure not to let the lizard out of the bag. Dulkin, what's your plan?
Tempted to dump the lizard out of the
I would probably spend the rest of this time
Mm-hmm.
probably on the deck trying to pray to maybe try and figure out what's going on with my divinity powers.
Okay. As you pray, nothing answers.
I'm just gonna sit there very confused for a little while.
I'm gonna go looking for it too now.
Uh,
I don't care about the ship anymore.
That depends. E2, what are you doing?
I oh, free drinks, but also that guy's hitting on me. And
You're
I
not
have
sure if it was a
boyfriend.
dude. This is the same tiefling that looks identical to you that you took the shape of.
Does this
Oh,
deeply want to
he's
screw
a they're a
themselves?
narcissist.
So yeah.
I need someone to supervise me.
Whoa! Now that's kinky. All right. Okay.
I was down for it.
Okay, I bring Ben with me. Yeah, let's go.
And the lizard. This is good.
Yeah.
All right, Dulkin. As you head off into your little corner to start praying, you do hear something suddenly that comes to your mind as it begins to whisper in a quiet voice. No.
Your new deity is the community. Have fun.
All right, you just hear that in your head, Dulkin.
Do I see what I consider that item somewhere around?
The only thing you've only seen that once in the on the ship. And And yeah, otherwise, no, you haven't seen anything else like it. I mean, there's some 2x4s that could be easily mistaken. All right, no
Right.
worries. So yeah, I assume you're just going to listen, or do you have plans?
For now, I'm just gonna keep listening.
Okay. All right. As E2 and Ven head down into the cabin of the tiefling that was shipmate, the tiefling looks very confused as Ven walks in, puts away the alcohol, and shoos you both back out. Definitely not interested.
Oh well.
It seems there was a deal breaker with the old guy. All right. As you continue to start strumming your lute very aggressively.
Yes.
What, Ven?
Aggressively struggling. You know what? I'm gonna be a jackass. You smart ass. I'm gonna go dump as calmly as I can. Just drop the and make sure that the box falls.
In the room or over the boat?
No, over by Zaya.
Okay. So as you walk up, heading up, listen as Zaya is completely intrigued with her lute as she continues to strum louder and louder. The box suddenly drops to the ground behind you, Zaya, causing you to slightly jump, and then seems to just be standing there with a sly smile. Also, you mute.
Did you just drop the chameleon by me? I'm gonna back away quickly, putting away my loot and like putting the handle by my rapier. Did you seriously just let that thing loose?
I mean, it's always been loose. I haven't really done.
I am going to try to. I'm gonna get the handle of my broken rapier and try to hit Ven in it. I want to smack him with the rapier handle.
Hey.
Okay, you're gonna try and smack Ven, and I could kind of hear Ven.
I'm gonna tap the box, see if I see. If
Nothing
the
makes a
chameleon's
noise.
still in it. I think he's gone anyways.
That's a 15 to hit with my rapier handle.
Miss.
As you
Gosh,
try to
Sanders.
smack Ven, you managed to easily and with nonchalantly move away as he kind of pokes at the box with no noise being made.
Zaya glares at him.
I'm gonna try saying the most
Then?
harmless P word I can think of. Pocket.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna
Then
say. He's gone.
I'm not in the mood for this. Could you please let me play my music in peace? And I'm gonna grip my head and rub my temples and like in sigh and frustration. I'm trying to focus on something a bit important.
That's fine. I just figured I'll do this. I'm gonna drop 40 gold and be like, that's your payback for everything you've had to pay for.
Then I appreciate it. I don't need your gold.
Now I have to go deal with a certain angry dwarf.
Oh, okay. And I'll eye the gold, and I guess I'll pick it up. I won't say no to it.
As the captain kind of comes over as Ven heads back down, Captain looks at Zaya and says, seems you've got yourself a good crew.
Yes, they're a bit chaotic, but I guess that's the nature of things, isn't it?
That's true.
Milken and give him 70 gold.
Oh, okay.
How?
The man looks at you and says, well, since, you got that 40 gold, I'll tell you what, how about 5 gold and I'll give you a full set of leather armor.
Leather armor?
I've got an extra set and
Anything-
I'm looking to get rid of before I hit the shores.
Just normal leather armor? Any particular maker or anything?
Oh, it's dwarven make, I can tell you that much.
Do I know where Dulkin is? Can I have him like look at the armor and see if it's worth 5 gold?
Dulkin's downstairs, I assume, praying in a darkened area, listening to
might-
voices.
Expecting that, I'm gonna quietly just set down the bag of gold and walk away. Leaving him in peace.
Okay, sure, I'll take the armor and I'll save it so Dulkin can look at it later.
Says, all right, it's down in my my captain's quarters. Here's a key. You're welcome in there to take it anytime.
Robin blind.
Thank you.
as he goes.
Can I insight check him?
Go
just-
ahead.
Yeah, I want to insight check that as I take the key. That's a 17.
He seems to be 100% honest with no nefarious plans.
Okay.
You
and
gather
I'll
there's probably
smile.
more to it than what he's telling you, but nothing nefarious.
Okay, I'll hand over the 5 gold, take the key, and smile gratefully at him and be like, "Thank you,
Are
and
there
thank you for
kinky desires
letting
behind
us.
that?
Thank you for letting us ride on your ship.
Uh,
I greatly appreciate it."
well, your stout fellow and the tall, lanky old one did their job, so that's all that mattered to me. And he goes back to the wheel and continues steering it peacefully, enjoying watching his crew as they kind of shuffle about doing their jobs. All right.
Oh,
Yes.
I was gonna say I head down to get the armor
Okay.
to like look it over, see what it is, and to get it. So I guess Dulcan can review it later.
Okay. E2, what's your plan here?
We're about to dock, right?
You got about a half an hour left, is from what you've gathered.
Gosh, I don't know. I'm just gonna hang out.
Okay.
Try not to get into any trouble.
I'm gonna go supervise it too after leaving Dulcan that gold.
Okay. Van Zorwin creepily starts staring at you, E2, in the under portion of the boat.
Oh, I
Um,
look at
He
him
always does.
admiringly.
Now there you go. There's a true relationship. All right, as you head into the cabin, Dulcan, what do you want to do with your last bit of time?
I notice someone has left me a bag of gold, and I go, okay. I pocket that, and then I try to find E2.
Cursed gold.
All right, you see E2 and Ven sitting kind of closer to where the dining area is, right before the cabins, as this is a rather large ship. Just kind of chilling out as they're staring at each other. It's very weird.
Hi, am I interrupting? I have a question.
Go on.
Good.
E2, you have a staff with you, right?
Yes, you want to look at it? I'm sorry, but I won't let you.
I'm curious just to what it is.
Well,
It
not
seems to
even
me
I
that this-
know.
From what I could tell from its effects, it seemed to calm your emotions, pacify you.
Yeah, like that.
It's very interesting.
Not as
DM,
interesting as some.
Yes.
the voice, did
Mhm.
it sound aggressive or anything like that?
It was very deep and booming. Definitely sounded more masculine than feminine.
Would I know the
Give me a
the
religious
trip
check.
adventure? Would that be of a female? I'm sorry, what was that check?
Give me a religious check. And as far as your god goes, your god is a female.
Yeah.
You worship a goddess, I believe. I think it's Intla or something like that. Yeah.
20.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a moment. Yes, I know you messaged me. Give me a moment. All right.
No, I'm just gonna let you know. I'm not gonna let you touch it, but like, if you wanted me to use it, I could use it.
Why not, Itu?
I don't know. I'm kind of protective over my
No
possessions.
one touches her staff.
Ex-
It's like asking the dragon to see his balls.
The only person who touches her staff is Ben.
I wouldn't even let Van touch it.
It tells us all about your Ben's need then.
Do I know that yet?
What her staff looks like? Yeah, you've probably
No,
taken it a few
something
times.
Alright, E2. I might be someday I might try and inquire more about your staff.
I mean, if you want me to use it, I can.
Because I might have a use for it.
Don't look at me like that. It sounds like you're gonna steal it from me.
I glare at Ven, am not a thief.
Oh, he just called you
I
out.
sold you and stole you back all at the same time. I call that quick business.
And as the party continues to negotiate and argue about the concept of Ven's honor and him taking staffs, we will come back next time as Ven has to take off, and I'm gonna stop the session here before the next section of the campaign. Thank you all for
Man, this is a
watching.
long
I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time.